All right, streams live. Surprise, Dark Souls 2.
You thought it would never return.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm really putting a test to the slow and steady wins the race thing. I don't know what race we're doing, but whatever race it is, we are bound to win it, I feel. Okay, so we got at least Chuma is in chat, so we know that it's at least the streaming controls haven't gotten too dusty to work. So yeah, it's been like, what? Has it been a month? 2 months?
Yeah.
Something like that.
A lifetime.
Yeah. It probably goes without saying that I have forgotten what we're doing. Where are we? We're at a windy place.
Yeah, the Airy Peak. Dragon Peak.
Okay, I remember this. Yeah, so what has changed since last time? I have a new controller. I got, what is this? GameSir. It's one of those, what is this? GameSir Cyclone 2. I know nothing about controllers. This one was just recommended as being pretty good, and it does seem to be pretty good. It's like, apparently there's like different joystick technologies, which, oh, I see something on my HUD. Do you see what I see?
Wait.
Do you see all the all the little symbols in the top right corner or top left corner?
Oh right, all your gear is broken.
So first thing we're gonna do is go repair my gear, apparently. Anyway, there's like different joystick technologies, and I guess this is using some new one that's supposed to be like smoother and more reliable or something. And I will say it does feel noticeably smoother than other controllers I've used, like the joysticks themselves. They almost feel like they're floating. Hall Effect, that's the, yeah, I think, or wait, is it Hall Effect? I don't remember. It's one of those. Yeah, do I have it? No, I don't have any souls. I need to...
People these days.
Yeah. Let's get some souls broken. Hello everybody in chat, by the way. It's probably Hall Effect, yeah.
That was the most cursed thing I learned last week is, you know, the player Let Me Solo Her?
Yeah.
He plays Elden Ring on mouse and keyboard.
Oh, really? Yeah. How?
He just does.
Jeez. That's like Airdorf.
He tweeted.
Yeah.
He was. I guess he did like a stream of him playing Night Rain or something, and he tweeted like, "I didn't realize how many people would have such a visceral reaction to me playing these games on mouse and keyboard."
Oh man, I can't imagine that. I mean, granted, I've never actually like tried playing any of these on mouse. Oh geez. Oh, these are expensive to repair. Oof.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me look at my rings. I've never tried playing any of these games on mouse and keyboard, so maybe if once you get used to it, it's not that bad. But it sounds bad. It doesn't seem like it would be not that bad.
So I remember I tried it when Elden Ring first dropped because one of my other friends was trying to get into Elden Ring, but she didn't grow up like with any consoles or anything like that, so using a gamepad was super alien to her. And she just happened to, you know, get doing it with a keyboard better. So like I tried to help her set up like a, you know, like a control scheme that wasn't insane. But nope, I don't like these games with the keyboard because you lose the ability to like gently press the stick to like slow yourself.
Like go like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I wonder if do keyboard controls work? Yeah, it looks like they work even when... Oh yeah, I can use WADs with my controller connected. So I can use WADs for movement and controller for look to get the worst of both worlds.
Oh.
Or alternately, yeah, the mouse does work. I could use mouse and then controller for moving. That's kind of neat, but kind of cursed. Yeah, I think Erdorf used to, or maybe still does, play Dark Souls 3 with mouse and keyboard. Doesn't he?
Oh boy. I'll have to ask him about it.
Yeah. Let's see. So we were at this place doing dragony things. Okay, I'm remembering the dragon stuff now. For those who I'm saying I love Dark Souls 2. For those who are just tuning into this stream for the first time, if any of you exist who are just tuning in for the first time, we are in the middle of the longest Dark Souls 2 playthrough in the world. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I do wonder where this would rank among Dark Souls 2 streams as far as length goes. This has to be one of the longer ones, I would say, just because, just in terms of, like, since starting the stream. So beware orange threat. Beware the orange threat, someone says.
I feel like we're doing like a test study on this is like a study on your ability to pick up a game after continually taking a break from it for several weeks and months.
Yeah. it's a mental exercise. So I know I've been some places here. I think, yeah, there's a ledge down there. I remember there's sort of a very long trek I went on, I think, in one of these directions. I guess I'll just start exploring around and see what looks familiar and what doesn't. 528. Oh yeah, and the death counter should be set up properly. When I die, someone let me know if that doesn't increment the deaths properly. I think this is just going... is this just going backwards? That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, this is a direction. Oh. Ah! Is that the orange threat? Forgot about those guys. Dylan sounds pretty crunchy. I do agree with that. Your mic does sound a little bit crunchy, Dylan. Okay, I remember this. Oh, for Pete's sake. That didn't even hurt me. It just flung me in the air. I do remember going up here. Oh! Ooh, this isn't gonna work, because these... Oh, yay! I actually got it! Usually the rapier doesn't work getting them. What'd you say, Dylan?
Is this any better?
It might be somewhat better. It's still a little crunchy.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either. I've been on a couple voice calls, with, like the last few weeks I've been on some, voice calls with people, and it seems like there's some weird Discord thing going on where, like, my mic will be fine, and then partway into the call, suddenly I'm, like, super loud. And I've tried messing with settings and, and all that, and it's just, like, it seems like there's some weird thing Discord is doing. I turned off all of their, like, processing stuff. So I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know. So that might be happening with you, but, I mean, it sounds fine. It's just a little like a YouTube poop.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh! No! I missed him! How could I miss? I just repaired these.
Yeah, these guys are so mean.
So rude. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's go back and repair my stuff again. That's the orange thread. Yeah, that makes sense. Be wary of left. Okay, I probably should have read that. Back on the DS2 grind. Yeah. Ideally, what I should be doing, if I was really serious about this whole streaming thing, what I should be doing is having, like, Fridays be Dark Souls 2 days, because we gotta finish Dark Souls 2. And then having, like, a different day during the week being something else. The problem is that, whoops, while I wouldn't necessarily characterize myself as being unserious about the whole streaming thing, I have several other obligations that I am more serious about, including the whole child rearing thing. Not to mention, you know, video games, making video games and stuff.
Let me try something else on my mic real quick.
Sure. Don't worry, nothing interesting's happening, just repairing the same exact shit again. Whoops. Leave that stuff until I have 10,000 extra souls or so. Yes, cat herding. That's exactly how my dad always described it. He's like, ah, yeah, it's like herding cats. I didn't realize that was a turn of phrase that, like, other people used. I thought it was just something he came up with. You have an instant replay of going through this area, getting exploded by those guys 7 times in rapid succession, and everything on you breaking. It's that. Yep, Dark Souls 2 being itself. You're probably as old as my dad? Really? How old are you? Ocular Malice. Child rearing is usually more of a YouTuber hobby. I don't know if that's a joke I'm not getting, or if it's because you can you can like take breaks from making YouTube videos every 20 minutes or so to keep the children from destroying the house. You'll be 60 in October. Okay, yeah, you're close. Wow, I don't run into a lot of people who are like the baby boomer generation and play video games for whatever reason.
Okay, is this any better?
Still crunchy.
All right. I give up then.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You're still audible. Maybe I'll turn down, try turning down your volume, Discord.
Like, it's a proper mic, and I just ran it through Reaper, and it sounded, like, fine to me.
Yeah, that's weird. It sounds like, like it's, like, clipping really badly, almost like your gain is too high or something, but... Gen X? Really? 60 is Gen X? Only off by a year. Okay, so you're like right at the tail end of Gen X then.
Okay, I lowered my like input volume.
Let me turn you back up. Oh, that's lowered. Alright, say bacon.
Bacon, bacon, bacon.
I think that is better. It's not clipping as much. That's probably sufficient for this David's Ratchet Dark Souls 2 stream. Oh, I see. It was it was one of those jokes. Okay, gotcha. Jeez. Oh, jeez. I'm terrified of these guys now.
Yeah, was it super necessary that these guys can, like, break your gear while also exploding?
Super necessary. That was a mandate from Miyazaki himself. He was, it was,
his only request for the game.
yeah, that was the only input that he had. It's like, so I'm working on Bloodborne right now, but you really want to make sure that those explodey guys also do armor damage. Damn it. I'm just gonna leave them broken.
Which is hilarious because
No!
Bloodborne.
No!
Oh my god, dude.
This is so bad. Okay. All right. There we go. No! Okay, I'm running.
It's great because Bloodborne doesn't have any armor durability.
Oh, really?
So imagine if he was like, okay, add these guys who break all your armor. His game doesn't have anything like that.
Well, he got it out of his system with Dark Souls 2. You know, he's like, he got... He's like, okay, I just wanted to make sure I did that in some game. Wear jester clothing, get clowned on. Yeah. So I think my approach right now is going to be to take... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take these rings off. And... I mean, it can't double break, right? There's no, like, it gets destroyed for good, right?
No,
like,
I think it's as broken as it can possibly be.
Okay. So I think I'm just gonna take the rings off while I'm dealing with these guys, because they are super expensive to repair. Did I rest at the fire? I did rest at the fire, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an ad in progress. I really hate how they do the ads so early.
Yeah.
I might be able... Maybe that's something I can customize. I'm not sure. I've tried customizing the ads, and there's like... It's really weird. Oh, and he died, too. It's really weird because you can like adjust how many ads are playing, but then you end up having to like I don't know, it's like you can say like less ads during stream, but then you have to have more pre-roll ads or something like that. It was weird.
Remember that point in time where you could just click no ads and just have your stream be your stream?
Yeah. I mean, I think I could... Can I turn off ads? I don't think... I'm trying to remember if this is true for Twitch, or it does... Because I think YouTube will show ads regardless, so you might as well have monetizing on for that. Does Twitch show ads regardless? Or am I getting that confused with YouTube?
I'm not sure. I think it's the case with both of them now.
Okay. Because, like, I don't need to get ad revenue money from Twitch, like, but also if they're gonna show ads anyway, like, I might as well get paid for them. But maybe, yeah, you think it also does that? Okay. I really hate the way they do ads, though, where it's like, yeah, let's have people watch, like, someone just said 8 ads in a row. Jeez.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always there. Yeah, so I remember taking a look at the ad placement, and this was like this is the best I could figure out within the system. 8 ads is like 3 of David's deaths. Yeah. Okay, so what am I even oh jeez. Oh no. Oh no. I think this makes sense to go in here. Maybe not, actually. Kind of worked. Uh-oh. I do a plunge attack from here.
Honestly shocked that fire didn't, like...
Yeah, me too.
Actually hit you.
Let's see. I mean, my damage against him is okay. Is this, it looks a lot like the Hellkite Drake from the first game. to me. Is that just a coincidence, or
No, it's probably
is
intended.
it lore? Is it lazy environmental storytelling, or whatever that guy said?
Oh yeah, half-assed.
Yeah.
They love reusing
Oh.
assets. Whoa!
Oh, I did not think that would hit me. I forgot what game I'm playing. You didn't know I liked video games? What else do I like? Well, it's I mean, I don't think there are really any surprises if I were to list all the things I like. I think it's pretty much what I have a very narrow range of interests. Which is fine for me. I'm happy, but also sometimes it's embarrassing. Oh, like sometimes in interviews they'll be like, "So what do you do for hobbies?" And I'm like, well, this yeah, what was that? Huh. Yeah, it's like, well, I make video games and I play video games and I sometimes go geocaching. I raise children. Like, I sometimes watch movies. I don't know.
How much free time do you think I have?
Right, exactly. Like, at best, I'd to be honest, like, even if I weren't weird and like my brain worked in weird ways, even there, it's like I'd have time for like maybe one thing in, like, maybe if I made video games for a living, but then I wasn't really into playing them, then maybe I'd have another hobby that you could do at night for 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours a day. I don't even know what that would be though. Sports betting? Maybe I'd do sports betting. Maybe I'd be interested in like sports.
Like fantasy football shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's my souls right there. I would really like to get those. What's down here? Is that where I came from? I think that's where I came from. Let's see, can I do it? Oh. I can just touch the dragon and nothing happens. I'll bet something will happen when I pick this up, though. Nope.
Nope. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Am I into tabletop RPGs? No, although, that's mostly just because I don't have a lot of, like, nerd friends in real life. I've always been interested in... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Did that... Oh, it didn't... No, it did. Okay. I will go this way, I think. I've never really had a chance to try any tabletop RPGs. I think it would be really fun. They seem like something that I could be really into. Oh, geez. There's a lot of them. Oh, nice. Whew.
I was trying to explain to an older person the other day that D&D was not a video game.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Huh.
Which is surprising because D&D has been around for a while now.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I'm
it
shocked
was...
that
Was it
people
around... It was around, certainly in the very, very early stages of video games, but was it around before video games?
Not because, well, not official D&D. Like it grew out of a few other like activities, like
Okay.
tabletop wargaming and stuff like that. But like the D&D that we know is the 70s.
Oh, okay. Well, 70s I'd still consider... I like, that's, for all practical purposes, that's before video games.
Right.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess you can do tabletop games virtually. Even there though, it's hard to make the time. The best I can manage is like every Saturday I try to join like the Lambda Generation game night for like 2 hours or so, and even that is sometimes a struggle. It's fine though. Like, the thing is, video games aren't going anywhere. Whereas the small children are. Like, they're not gonna be small for very long. So it's kind of a, like, I don't mind that being such a time sink, because it's like, it's a temporary thing you only get for a little while, and the games will always be there to come back to. Some of them will, at least.
That's not what YouTube tells me.
Yeah.
They say the industry is over.
Oh man, they sure do. Yeah.
The games are dead.
I mean, AAA stuff is pretty dire, but there's so much more than just the live service games. This is a different dragon? Or is this... Yeah, this is a different dragon, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think it's even... Well, I shouldn't say it's not possible, but I think it's very difficult to make like a AAA game that isn't sort of like the live service crap we're all thinking of, just because of the necessity of like the budgets and resources. Like, I feel bad for all the really talented people who work on those games. Like just the random shader artist who's making, the incredible effects in whatever game is like, it's not their fault that then the game that they're putting their heart and soul into has to be a live service model moneymaker. Goodbye. Wait, will it die down there?
No idea. It probably died, in which case it maybe will put the item at the ledge when you come back.
I think if I reload, right? If it works like, yeah, I'll try it. This has the same saving as Dark Souls 1, right? Like, I'll just reload here.
Yes.
And also have no job security, yeah. Underrated environment artists who make grass and trees pretty. Yeah. Like, it's just sort of a really sad situation. It's like, so much talent is going into these things, and it's just not... It just really isn't the right use for that talent. Or, I shouldn't say... That sounds like I'm blaming them, but it's like their talent's being misused. It's kind of what I mean. Well, it didn't come back. That's okay.
Yeah, the whole, like, expectations of AAA thing is, like, there's no way to unring that bell. Like, there's no... You can't really... There's so many games right now that the only way that AAA games can sort of, like, stand out among each other is to, like, either be, like, super graphically impressive or already have so much money that you can turn it into a household name, like, I don't know, GTA.
Right.
Or yeah, and in many cases it's like it's both. Like, if you want to make a ton of money, you kind of have to be both. Or be like something like Fortnite, where you're already at the ground floor with like a whole bunch of kids.
Double D games.
Yeah, like I don't. There's no like path forward where, AAA games are just going to be like, oh, we're not going to care about graphics anymore. We're just going to, we'll just be happy with what we currently have. It's gonna get worse and worse. We're all going to be generating fake frames to like climb up to 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
Oh, we got an invader. I don't think this is going to go well because they're a sorcerer. They've probably got range.
Oh, this is the guy you freed.
Oh, okay. That's...
about
is
how that would go.
that is peak Dark Souls 2 enemy placement. Yeah, the whole frame gen thing is a whole other. The thing that I don't get, and I know I've said this before, and I'm like repeating myself, but it's like I don't get why they can't put that into funding like $100 million games instead of one $100 million game, you know? Because like, I mean, I guess I'm glad they don't, because that would, if like if that was the indie competition, it would probably be pretty dire for like small developers. But at the same time, it's like, why do you, like, you can spend $1 million on a pretty substantial like AA game. Meanwhile, Microsoft wants you to be excited about AI hallucinated Nightmare Quake. Yeah, I don't get all the AI stuff. Like where every service now is like advertising new AI mode, or I just don't understand who wants that. Like, it'd be like, look, learn more about how blah 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 is with the AI is powering the future or something. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want my computer to be powering the future. I want it to work. Like, I
want it to work. Yeah. The thing with the, like, because the saturation strategy for making games is interesting. I don't know if that would work, because I guess in a way Devolver is kind of doing that with indie games. Like they release so much stuff now, and I almost wonder if like the problem then is that you're sort of competing with yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a fair point.
Because like there used to be a point in time where if like, you know, a Devolver game came out, I'd buy it. But now they release so much stuff that I'm like, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. Oh, and someone said Nintendo was saying they were gonna do that to compete with rising budgets. That might explain the immensely baffling experience that is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh shoot. Okay, good. I had invincibility frames. Which Johnny got, and so I went over to his house last night, and we played some of it. And let me kill these guys for.
Don't throw you off the edge.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, good.
And neither of us knew what to make of that game, because it is the most like budget feeling $70 game I have ever played.
Oh boy.
But not like in a this is bad way, just in a like you know, the the sort of level of polish to the minutia of like animations and effects and stuff that you would normally see in a Nintendo game just isn't there. I don't know that necessarily matters. It's just very weird. Like the camera's kind of wonky and doesn't, and at a lot of times it just like clips out of the world and you're literally just seeing like backface culling happen. So it's just there's a lot of weird stuff that does not feel like a AAA game. But I don't know that actually matters, because it's still a really, like, it had, you know, the core monkey smash simulator is like, it's fun. I don't know, it's very strange. Oh geez, there we go. Neither of us knew what to make of it. Did you see the prototype where it's just a Goomba with hands? No.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know who thought of making a Red Faction version of Mario Odyssey, but they are a genius, I think. Yeah, so the other weird thing is, so you have like a devil trigger mode, monkey trigger mode, we'll call it, where you get gold from you know, punching away through the environment. You'll mining, essentially. You get gold by mining. And that gold you get, in addition to being a currency, it also fills up this monkey trigger meter. And of course, when the monkey trigger meter is full, then you can activate monkey trigger mode, and you turn into crazy looking, you know, even more powerful Donkey Kong Man, and you can punch through the ground even better. Which then, I mean, that all makes perfect sense. What doesn't make sense is that the amount of gold you need to fill the monkey trigger meter is like really comically low. And so what ends up happening is that you go into the mode, you start punching through the environment, and within the first like 5 seconds, you now have enough to go back into that mode again after it ends. So as far as we could tell, after playing for a good like what 3 or 4 hours, I think, as far as we could tell, you could essentially play the entire game in that mode, just repeatedly going back into it after it's been used up. Which is very weird. Like, it feels really overtuned. And I'm imagining there has to be some twist that's gonna show up that is a reason that you wouldn't just constantly be in that mode. But from what we could tell, there really wasn't any reason not to just keep reactivating it. And to be clear, this is basically like, you're not invincible, but it is basically a smash everything easily mode. Bonanza, yeah, it's Bonanza mode or whatever. Donkey Kong Bonanza. He also gets his like Bonanza form has really strangely like extremely defined like buttocks muscles. Like he has like the Nicki Minaj booty. I called it Monkey Minaj.
Monkey Minaj.
Yeah. Very weird game though, but very interesting. I'm definitely like I would definitely play more of it, and I'm excited to hear Johnny's thoughts as it goes, because he's always very nitpicky about stuff. So it's interesting to hear, you know, his thoughts on things. But yeah, it's very strange. And that's all to say, it felt like it was a low budget, not low budget, but like lower budget AA game rather than a Nintendo first party release. Yeah. So you're saying I need to check out his booty. Look up pictures. It's really strange. Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, they had to give this, you know, anthropomorphic creature a butt, of course. It's like, no, they really decorated the booty. Is this the bridge? I'm getting lost because I'm like talking. Am I going backwards now?
I'll be real, this area confuses me too.
Uh-oh.
You might
That's
just
not
have
good.
to keep going along bridges until one of them kind of, you know,
One of
connects
them
to the
works.
right island.
Okay. The Donkey Kong. That's good too. The one I'm so mad that I didn't come up with was Red Faction Gorilla. Which is I'm backwards now. Okay. That's like there is no more perfect name for that game. Yeah, I mean, I'd say I'm interested, like, the Donkey Kong game is pretty fun from what I played. If I had a Switch 2, I'd probably get it. I'm interested in Prime 4, although I don't know, the like gameplay reveal for that was so weird to me, because it was like it gave me everything I expected, I guess, if that makes sense. It was like, yep, that's Metroid Prime, just looks slightly different, which isn't a bad thing, but I wasn't very excited by it, I guess I should say. Because it was like, yeah, that looks good. It looks like exactly what I expected, which doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't mean I wouldn't play it, but I don't know, it's just, there wasn't really anything that got me very excited. It was weird. It's a very weird feeling, because I went into it being like, oh wow, I hope it, like, from. I hope it's like true to, you know, everything we like about the Prime games. And then it was, and then it was like, I guess I kind of wanted a little more. Like, I guess I wanted a little bit more like, oh, this is its, you know, there's a unique take on it. It's not just Metroid Prime again. I don't know. Maybe I'm too like jaded and picky at this point. Yeah, unlike Metroid, like Dread, it was like, okay, I see it's Metroid, but here's the new twist on it, or I don't know, maybe it'll change when we see more of 4. I was also talking to Johnny about this last night, where it's like, we also have to remember that, like, we were talking about it, we were talking over, like, the Donkey Kong game design and everything, and then at one point I'm like, you know, this is a game made for children. Like, this really wasn't made for us primarily. It's like, it's not a game created for the people whose entire lives revolve around making and playing video games.
Yeah, we're giving a, like, wine taster's opinion about it, like a juice box.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good way to put it. Kind of gotta, hold on, I'm catching up on chat.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I can lure him over here. Strata says, I want a couple of good titles to do what those titles do uniquely, and then I want it to end. I can... Okay, there we go. I will... Oh, jeez.
So yeah, this guy uses dark magic, which is absurdly overpowered in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, and I'm also, I'm at half health, and my armor is broken, so... Yeah, I can understand that, Strida. I'm trying to... I guess in some ways I do feel the same way, but it depends a lot on the series. Like, someone asked what I think of Resident Evil 9, and honestly, I haven't watched any of the stuff about it. I don't know why. I guess I'm figuring I'll just wait until it exists and see. I don't know, yeah. But, like, Resident Evil... Sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think Resident Evil is one series where I'm like, you know, I would be fine if this went on forever. Like, and they just kept trying to find new, like, riffing on it in different ways. Like I'm fine with that. It's gone on for, like, how many entries at this point, and they're still good, so it's like, yeah, you know what? Just make Resident Evil games forever. They're stupid. They don't need to be, like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's fine. But then something like, Dark Souls, like, I'm like, yeah, maybe just make what needs to be made there. And then when it comes to movies, I'm actually really extreme about that. Like movies and TV shows. Like, I never watched anything more than season 1 of Stranger Things, because I was like, nope, that's enough. I'd like it. It was good, and then it ended, and it was good, and I don't need more. Same thing with Blade Runner. Like, I haven't seen 2049, even though I love the original Blade Runner, because for me, I'm like, no, I don't want more Blade Runner. I like the story as it was. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Dylan? A little bit ago.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember.
Ah! Oh, Westworld. Yeah. The boning continues.
Oh, Westworld was so sad, dude. That was tragic.
Was it? I never watched Westworld. I know people loved the first season. Was it a similar thing where it just fell off?
Yeah, it's just one of those shows where, like, The Terror was like that too.
Oh, really?
Terror season 1, amazing.
Okay, because I'm intending to watch that, so I should know. Yeah. Just watch season 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the good thing about that is that each season, it's kind of like American Horror Story. Each season's kind of like a different story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in the Arctic horror.
Yeah,
Obvious.
that's all season 1, and it's brilliant the entire way through.
Nice. Yeah, that's on my list to watch at some point here, because it looks like phenomenally my type of horror.
It's so good.
What else did I only watched the first season of Daredevil, Stranger Things, of Gangs of London, although I would say I think Gangs of London fell off before the end of the first season. It's like the first is it 6 episodes maybe? Up until the one, like, the torture episode. And even that one, it's like, okay, yeah, this works for what it's doing, but like past that point, it just, oh, good lord. Like the first like what 5 or 6 episodes of Gangs of London are incredibly good, and then past that point, it's like, what is happening? Then it turns into like Mission Impossible. It's so weird. That one episode, though, Dylan, you've never seen Gangs of London, right?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so was he the showrunner, or it's like the Gareth Evans who did The Raid I think he directed all the action. I think that was his involvement, but he also there's one like bottle episode, I think it's episode 5, that he directed the entirety of, and it is basically just a miniature Gareth Evans movie, like phenomenal action, really great. It's basically like a self-contained little movie. It's so good.
So
They need to stop remaking and rebooting. They're rebooting. Wait, what? They're rebooting Jurassic Park again?
I thought they already did.
I guess World wasn't really a reboot. It was a continuation.
I've seen Jurassic Park 1, Lost World, 3, and I think the first like Kingdom movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the point where I was like, don't care anymore. I'm not gonna watch any more of this.
I love Jurassic Park 1, but I've seen Jurassic World, which I thought was perfectly serviceable. It was like a 6 out of 10 sort of movie. I haven't seen any of the others. I've heard that there really aren't any other good ones.
Yeah.
The thing with Jurassic Park 1 that's cool is that it's basically a horror movie. Like it's like a blockbuster horror. Like the dinosaurs are scary, you know? And like that's what I like about it.
Yeah, Jurassic Park 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
It's everything after that.
Yeah.
It's like questionable.
That the entire T-Rex scene in that movie is like maybe one of my favorite sequences in a movie. It's just so, like, everything about it is perfect.
The when they're in the cars in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, can I do this?
Yeah, it's great.
If I get there. Hi. Is that the sequence in 2 you're talking about? Is that the one in like the field with the velociraptors? Because I think I've seen that scene.
Stay out of the long grass.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, so this is why I'm not repairing my armor for Swashy. I'm going to repair it, I don't know, when those guys despawn, I guess. I don't know.
Oh yes, Star Wars as a franchise should have ended so long ago.
Yeah. I think I'm maybe in the minority in that I didn't love it, but I liked Force Awakens just fine. I thought it was... without knowing what actually happened with Disney owning Star Wars at the time, I was like, wow, this is a really good sign. It's like actually a pretty good movie. And then I don't know what happened. That's the only one I ever watched, because then Star Wars got immersed in discourse, and I was just like, I'm good. But yeah, I have a lot of fondness for the prequels in terms of like nostalgia, but that the first three movies, it really should have been it.
The prequels are, like, I wouldn't say they're good movies, but I absolutely love the unhinged culture that it spawned.
I don't. That's true. I don't know that I would wish the prequels didn't exist.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of value in them existing, and I will also say that. So I still haven't watched Revenge of the Sith, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm going to at some point. Rachel and I have been making our way through the movies. I will say that those are movies that have a vision behind them. Like they're not just studio, you know, vomited out studio crap. It's like there is an artistic vision behind them. It's a bad one sometimes. Whatever artistic vision spawned, you know, the first 3/4 of Attack of the Clones was not a good vision, but it's still, you can tell it's like this is you know, this was somebody's baby.
Yeah, I think, and Strider just posted basically the same thing. I appreciate more, and this is probably why I don't really care for the newer trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the prequels. They're okay, like they're whatever, but I enjoy the fact that it's someone's like vision coming through, even though they're not very good.
Yeah.
Like even though they're flawed and kind of shitty, and like there's a lot of like, oh my god, this is bad moments.
Mm-hmm.
At least it has like some heart and soul to it.
It has a personality, for better or for worse. You know.
Whereas I feel like, and you know, it's
oh jeez.
Where I feel like a lot of the reboots that we see now, and honestly, I feel like this with the newer Star Wars trilogy, really just feels like we just tried to remake the original movies, but like, you know, with a new wash of paint over it.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it kind of stops feeling like someone's trying to make something, but they just don't have the gusto to back it up.
Yeah.
And more like it's being designed by a committee.
Yeah. Like in most cases, I'll take something bad but driven by someone's creative vision than something good but it's just driven by basically it's sort of like human generative AI in a way. You know, it's like
human AI.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just okay, take elements that work and stick them together instead of let's try this thing that I think. Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, watching Phantom Menace, I actually came away feeling more positive about it than I thought, because I felt like, okay, there is a good, like, there's good material here for like a 4-part miniseries. Like there's 4 separate like acts happening in that movie. It feels like something that it just wasn't made to be a movie. It was made to be like a serial, which makes sense with the, you know, the origins of Star Wars. But like, so it was like there's good here. It just, there was too much of it and it was too unwieldy to pack into one movie. Attack of the Clones, most of that movie is just straight up bad.
Yeah.
Like, not even enjoyable bad, just like, what am I watching? But then the last like 20 minutes are really fun. So
I definitely don't want to come off like saying that, you know, Attack of the Clones was good, because it absolutely was not good.
No, but I mean, even there is like at least it being potentially the most cringy romance ever portrayed on the silver screen. There's value in that. Like, you know, it's the same way that there's value in big rigs existing, as opposed to it just being like, oh, it's just like plain oatmeal.
I think we were talking. Were you at the meeting yesterday? I can't remember.
No, because I was at Johnny's house.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on the topic of Indiana Jones, but we were talking. I brought up that Ali hadn't seen Temple of Doom and The Last Crusade, so we watched.
Oh, same actually.
We watched through it, and you haven't seen either of those?
No, I've only seen the first one. I've been meaning to see him for years and just haven't ever gotten around to it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom always elicits very interesting reactions because it is.
That one's very polarized. I know.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about the, like, you know, the reasons why people usually cancel it. I'm just talking about it from purely it's kind of a messy, weird sequel. But I don't know, even then it's still quite a fun film, and still very much like you know, at least there really still was, like, you know, someone. Wow.
Dang it! Dark Souls 2, come on now. I should have gone back and repaired some stuff with the soul. Well, anyway, continue, please.
It's a flawed movie, but it's still, like, a very fun watch, and still, you know, it clearly, like, still had a lot of love put into it. Last Crusade is just inherently an amazing. Honestly, it, like, competes with the first Indiana Jones for how good it is.
Yeah, I've heard that one's really good. We're gonna try this with those guys because it's long range. Sometimes, well, not sometimes. I think oftentimes, like, let's see, what's the best way to say this? It's like there isn't really a universal threshold for when something becomes bad. It's a relative threshold. It's, you know, relative to everything else you've seen or everything else you know of in that medium or that area or whatever. So, like, for instance, I think we've talked about this with regards to bad games. Maybe not on stream, but I've definitely talked about it with, we've definitely talked about it before, where it's like, people, like, kids now, and this is not a kids these days thing, but it's like, kids don't know what a bad video game was 20 years ago, you know, like, or 30 years ago. What gets written off as bad now is infinitely higher quality than, well, except for, like, Steam slop or those sort of things. But, you know, like, when a AAA game comes out and it's like, oh, this game is bad, that it is so much higher quality than what a bad game would have been when, like, we were young. So it's like a sliding scale. So, and I think that's maybe part of why I have ended up really not disliking a lot of games that are getting, like, publicly reamed out. Because for me, I'll be like, this is fine. Like, it's not the best thing I've ever played. But it's fine. But I think movies are sometimes like that, where, like, when they come out, for whatever reason, the context makes them worse than, like, makes them worse for people than when you go back a decade or two later and watch them and you're like, wait, why was this hated so much? This is great.
Definitely.
This isn't really helping, is it?
Yeah, the whole, like, I feel like, and this is a big part of it, is, like, the way that the culture around games and the way that we engage and all the YouTube criticism channels and all that kind of stuff, where every like kind of mid game that comes out has to be like the worst thing that has ever dropped.
Yeah.
And God, we saw this really. I feel like every game goes through this, but like we really saw it with like Starfield.
Definitely with Starfield.
Yeah, like Starfield is like a mediocre game.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not. It has some like cool elements to it, and then there's like other elements that are just really bad.
Yeah. It's a mixed bag for sure, but it was like treated as though this is like the worst thing that's ever been made.
Yeah, which is like. Yeah, as you said, it's an entirely different spec, because if you play like a really bad game,
yeah,
a game where it's like you can't even complete this game,
yeah,
then you're that works.
There he goes. Yeah,
but I feel like people also forget that, like, I've seen a lot of revisionism about it, where like, games didn't used to be like this, but it's a survival bias kind of thing. Like, we don't really remember the games that weren't good unless they're like extraordinarily bad.
Yeah, it's like no one except me remembers Clive Barker's Jericho, or Legendary The Box, or like these things where it's like these are actually like bad games. These are games that fundamentally like just don't really work well. Not just, it's a giant open universe game that has a lot of disappointing systems. Like, if that's the worst you've got, you're in a pretty good place. Legendary is totally playable. Okay, I will admit that I'm going off of memories there. I haven't tried playing it in years. I remember it being fine, like Jericho, being fine for a little while and then becoming not fine. Jericho's one that I really want to like that game, and I have repeatedly tried over the years, like, okay, surely there's something I'm doing wrong, but no, it just doesn't function well. Like, after the first few levels, you get to a point where it's like, no, the gameplay that you have to use to get through these areas does not work to get through these areas.
But it's funny because like there's so many, you'll see so many videos of like, Starfield's or like whatever's the worst game ever, and it's just like, the AI is walking into a wall, or like the facial expressions just look really like not good. And I go back to games that I think are amazing, like Arx Fatalis.
Oh yeah.
And like if you've tried to play Arx Fatalis all the way to the end, you know how absolutely hard it falls apart.
Yeah.
By the end.
Arx Fatalis is a 10 out of 10 game until suddenly it is no longer a 10 out of 10 game.
And I say that as someone who like adored like one of my favorite games, and it's the expectations now are so different.
Yeah. Speaking of games being tried, how was Resistance? I've quite liked what I've played of it. I intend to keep playing it. I just have not, just because of, System Shock 2 came out. System Shock 2, and I still need to finish Dark Ages, but like System Shock 2 replay took priority because I hadn't replayed System Shock 2 probably since I was a teenager. I think now that I'm getting to the later parts of the game, I don't think I've played those parts since like, what would that be, like 2006, 2007, so a very long time. Yeah. But yeah, I felt like Resistance was a little rough in the first level or two where you didn't have your health regen power yet. And visually it really looks its age in the first areas, and then actually starts looking pretty nice in the subsequent areas. It has kind of that Gears of War 2 thing, where if you replay Gears of War 2, the first few levels look awful, and then you get down into the caves and it's like, oh wow, this actually like looks almost like a modern game. It's really weird.
System Shock 2 also kind of has that thing where it falls apart by the end, but it's not as bad as Arx Vitalis, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
When would you say that happens? The falling
really,
apart.
It really depends. Like people have different opinions about it. Because personally, I think Body of the Many is a hilarious level. But I think like I think a lot of people think probably the Rickenbacker is like when the game just starts like falling in on itself.
That's where I just got to, so we'll see how I feel about it.
And it's funny because like I don't even think the Rickenbacker is that bad. It's just the game becomes a lot less, you know, you're exploring stuff and a lot more like you're fucking just trying to, you know, survive
Dang it.
and make your way around.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. That makes sense. And I remember Body of the Many being a real, oh! Dang it. I remember enjoying it for what it was. But again, this is like 20 years ago that I replayed, the beginning bits a couple of times since then, but I don't think I haven't beaten System Shock 2 for like probably around 20 years. So it's been really neat that's why I've been so like super happy to play it again, and it's like, oh, this holds up to my memories. Because those are 20-year-old memories. Like, that's kind of a surprise to have something it's not just that it's still good, it's like, oh, this is as good as I remember. Which is kind of nuts.
So good.
Yeah.
And I should say, I actually love like what the Body of the Many does to the game, because you have all this time spent building up what you know System Shock to be, and like this experience of like wandering the spaceship, you know, this loop that you got into, and the Body of the Many, for the same reason that people hate it, is the same reason that I love it, which is that it just completely swaps the script on you.
Yeah.
And yeah, both the Rickenbacker, the Body of the Many, and the goofy stuff that happens towards the last boss fight, it does kind of like fall apart, but it does so in a way that I think is still kind of like memorable and you know, clever, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to get to Body of the Many again. I just remembered the teeth elevators.
Yeah, God, it's one of my favorite things is you go back and you look up negative reviews of System Shock 2 from that era, not like from modern times, and just like the people absolutely screaming about like the Body of the Many and the teeth platforms and stuff like that.
No! Let's see, is there a better way I could be approaching these guys? Or do I just need to be better? I feel like maybe there's maybe let's see. Maybe I should try a spear, something with a little bit longer range.
Strider, you don't feel like Dark Souls 1 ever falls apart? You don't think the Demon Ruins and the area leading up to Bed of Chaos is a little undercooked? It's funny because like even Miyazaki was like, that shit was undercooked.
Yeah, it is, but I think it is undercooked. But I think that it's still cool in its own way. Everything except for, well, I don't like Duke's Archives, but I will say that the crystal, the like crystal caves has some cool elements. I think I think in practice it's not very fun to play, but like conceptually some of the elements are cool. And I will defend I will defend the what is it, the T-Rex asses.
It's so clearly like someone just copy pasted a half working enemy and was like, oh, but just fucking post it. Just paste it everywhere. We got a ship right now.
Yeah. And yeah, the aesthetic for Lost Izalith is really cool. And I think I've talked about this before, but there's a very specific sort of feel to Demon Ruins and Lost Izalith that gets to me, because it really does feel like it's a half completed thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know exactly how to describe it, but there's a sense of like genuine danger to those areas that I feel just because of how the enemies are placed and how just sort of like what would you call it, like safety nets off it is.
Yeah, it's definitely the From Software has removed the guardrails from everything because they didn't have enough time to make the level OSHA approved.
Yeah, exactly. And there's something about that does work for me, although it definitely is an undercooked area, but I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think the atmosphere of those areas are great, and I love the moments like when you find that room full of the weird, like blender funnel alien creatures.
Oh yeah, with the loop sounds.
Yeah,
such a cool sound effect.
I love parts like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit like it's kind of a similar feel to almost to Deadly Premonition. Like the world of Deadly Premonition, where it was like a tiny indie team. They weren't indie, I don't think, but like a tiny team with no budget trying to make an open world game, and so you get this weird sort of uncanny vibe to everything that I find really cool. Chaos Eaters, yeah. Oh yeah, that's why Demon Souls appear. I gotta play Demon Souls, because that's why that's something that I find really special about Dark Souls, and it's the reason it's like my favorite.
Definitely, if you're gonna play Demon Souls, play the classic PS3 version first.
Right? Yeah,
because you'll never get back how. That game is so great because everything is just so weird looking.
Yeah, that's definitely how I would do it. I mean, I'm sure the remake looks really nice, but you know, I gotta see those PS3. What was that? 3, right? Yeah, PS3.
Yeah. Weird
visuals.
And there's so much stuff in that game that's just, yeah, it's From Software, like kind of like at their. Maybe not their weirdest, but it's definitely one of their weird periods.
Yeah. To be fair, this game is also very weird, but probably not to that extent. Dark Souls 1 is like, I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring is phenomenal, but it doesn't stick with me quite the same as Dark Souls. In quite the same way. It's a little more like this game is really phenomenally done, whereas Dark Souls is like there's just so much personality there. I don't know quite how to explain it. Am I going the right way? This is backwards. I'm going backwards. If I ever get a chance to replay this rather than being on the same playthrough for a decade, I feel like this will probably have the same, like it'll end up having the same appeal as Dark Souls 1, in that it's just like everything's a little quirky and off and off in a really like lovable way.
So I also obviously I love Elden Ring as well, but I think this is a pretty common criticism, or like a thing that people know nowadays. But so these games originally are really they're not action games really.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that there's like a really good definition for them, but like the way that you move in Demon Souls and Dark Souls, it's very much combat feels so, people would say clunky, but I feel like it feels very deliberate. And
Yeah.
I think over time, as you know, they got bigger budgets and a larger audience, there was this clamoring to make the combat better.
Yeah.
Kind of take the action even further, and we want to see better animations, we want to see more flashier combos and stuff like that. And all that's great. Like it's Elden Ring feels amazing to like throw a giant sword around.
Yeah.
But I do think something was special about these earlier games where it almost feels like you're doing combat wrong.
Yeah.
And not everything can be answered with just I outskilled you. Basically, you have to. It's a lot scarier trying to move around these corners and not knowing what's coming, because you really don't know if you're going to have to fucking run past or run away or try and fight.
Yeah. They
yeah.
feel it's similar to what I was just describing, where it's like they feel unsafe. You don't know what the game is going to throw at you, and you don't know. I think really, importantly, you don't know if it's going to be fair or not. I think I like that. I like where you're like, you don't know if the game is going to put you in a situation suddenly where it's just you're just expected to die, and I don't know, it kind of makes it feel more dangerous, and makes it feel like more you have to be on your toes and thinking. Not that Elden Ring doesn't have those sort of moments, but not to the same degree, I don't think. Even when Elden Ring does traps, they're like they're a little more like public like societal approved traps, I guess. That's not a great way to say it, but it's like these are appropriate for polite company sort of traps, as opposed to all of your gear is now broken. Or
yeah.
But
Kicked
again,
to death by a fucking skeleton.
Yeah, the bone wheels, or like the mushrooms in, or I don't know, there's things where it's just like the game is overtly giving you the middle finger. I love that stuff. And again, not like Elden Ring is phenomenal. It's one of the best games I've ever played, but it's like Elden Ring's like the supermodel celebrity, and Dark Souls is like the girl next door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that's a weird, cringy way of saying it, but like there's a lot of unique, weird personality to Dark Souls, and I love it. They no longer have the audacity to start the game with a long trudge through infinitely stacking poison like Shadow Tower 1. That's amazing. Okay, now where is... And it's the same girl. Honestly, I've always felt there is something to, though, if you think about the relationships you have with people, like if you have a significant other or someone else in your life that you have a real, like, deep love for, you don't really, it's not like you love them in spite of their quirks, it's like you love them for those quirks also. And I think that's kind of deeply ingrained into how we value things as people. It's like Shadow of Chernobyl is one of my favorite games, and I love that game because of the quirks and the weirdness. Like, those are part of what makes it itself. Not to anthropomorphize games, but it's like I think that's just kind of a fundamental part of how we appreciate things. And when something has not really any notable quirks or notable flaws or anything, I think it just ends up being kind of forgettable and not something that really has a lot of personality that you can really latch onto, if that makes sense.
I think it's a good lesson that not everything in games is like a scale of like bad to good. Like there's the impression of like, oh, you know, good graphics is what every game should strive for, when there's still so many interesting things you can do with quote unquote like bad graphics, or low fidelity graphics.
I'm doing there's a project, a little project that I'm part of that. It's a bunch of like small reviews, and I'm doing one for Cruelty Squad. So I've been replaying bits of Cruelty Squad and being reminded of just how it's not even against the grain. It is like murdering the grain. Like just how even now, even after it's been out for several years and it's had an impact, it's like it is still just the most aggressively not like not main. I don't want to say mainstream, but it's like that game is made to put you off at every single turn, and somehow that makes it great.
And it's a great example, because like giving Cruelty Squad like AAA graphics, or like, you know,
it would ruin it.
Like good combat animations and stuff like that. It would entirely defeat the purpose.
Yeah, it would ruin that game. It is so like improved by looking the way it does and playing and feeling the way it does, which are all things that traditionally would be considered not, you know, maybe often just straight up bad game design, but actually ends up working really well. Yeah, Cruelty Squad is user hostile.
Are you regretting letting this dude out of his cage yet?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have pulled the funny lever. Okay, there we go.
The good old pancaker.
Yep, I love this thing. There we go. Oh, that's great. See, that is something that would be balanced out of a different game. Like, oh, well, that's not good game design that you can just stun lock the enemy with pancaking, but it's amazing. I'm so glad it exists. Oh no! Did he? Okay, I thought he hadn't seen me. I was gonna. Let's see. Maybe I'll play it safe and go with this, because this will work for anything I encounter. Hello, Solid Surgeon? Solid Surgeon? Hello. Okay. Well, we actually made some progress, I think. So now I'm nervous. Now I actually have to be careful.
With your broken clown gear.
Broken clown gear is a great way to describe it. Oh, geez. Forlorn? Again?
Another invader? Oh my god, dude.
Well, I'm glad I didn't switch to the spear. Ah, shoot. Right, I'm not going to outspeed that. Maybe I can... Nope, I can't. Okay.
God, I can't fucking beat one invader and then another dude shows up like 2 seconds later.
The second experiment invader. What do we think? Should I go repair my gear? I think if I'm gonna be facing a second invader, I'm gonna go repair my gear. Going to say now that there is a shortcut to the bridge area. Go what? Go up the ladder and take the zip line, maybe. Okay. This ladder? You're still waiting until they make A-Life work in Stalker 2. I think it does work now, doesn't it?
Or at least they're making. I mean, like, it's slowly getting there. I think your main complaint, David, which I actually haven't verified if they've changed this or not, is that the encounters don't save, right?
I'm not quite sure now. There's at least at launch there was some weirdness with either the system was not working properly or they had like they had like an encounter system where it would like spawn random dynamic encounters, but also had A-Life. Wow, that was a shortcut. How did anyway, so I think supposedly based on the patch notes it seems that they've fixed that. The bubble is still 100 meters. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's probably gonna stay as it is.
Yeah, it sucks, but like that's kind of this desire for graphics means that like, oh yeah, the simulation's gonna suffer.
Yeah, and I would say my biggest right. Oh, he's really small now. Whoops.
Peace grows then the illusion of love. Shackle by fools who say young. After all, we are bound as turtles after childhood. All men trust fully the illusion of life.
Illusion of life.
But is this so wrong? A construction facade, and yet a wound for the wounds and the spindles. No hollow. Language is shattering and spoils wonderful forms.
Well, let's see. He's asking. Oh, geez. So what he's asking about? What is he asking about? Is he asking whether I would do away with being hollow or whether I would do away with hollowing?
I think the latter.
Do away with hollowing. So, okay, so he's asking if I would, if I would have them be allowed to actually die and not keep, not like become hollow, or I always get confused about what role hollowing plays in the lore, because it's like I've never been clear on whether hollowing is like a negative symptom of eternal life in the Souls universe, or whether hollowing is the natural state of humanity.
Right.
Is there an answer to that, or is that one of the things that's unclear in the lore?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because, like, yeah, it's just confusing because, if hollowing is like I've always liked the idea that hollowing is, a sort of perversified state brought on by trying to prolong, the Age of Light. But I don't know if that's actually, I don't know, it's confusing to me. So I guess if this is asking about, like, would you want to end the eternal life thing, that's, I've always been on the team of, this is a bad idea, people should just, like, things should be allowed to end.
Right. I think that is a common theme for their games, is that trying to prolong the cycle always has, like, pretty massive negative consequences.
Okay, someone said hollowing is the natural human state in this. Okay. That makes me more confused then. Because, I don't know. Anyway, I'll just answer yes to his question. Oh dear.
I sought to shed the yoke of fate. Now, I have an answer. Seek the truth.
Okay.
Seek light.
for long life like a AAA game series. Yeah. I mean, that's why I resonate more with the idea of there's an ending to things, and that's just how it's supposed to be. Because I think sometimes there should be an ending to things. Like when you're on Fast and Furious 11 or whatever they're on now. For the record, your answer is completely inconsequential. Okay. Well, time to go repair some equipment. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand a thing about the story in this game. I'm probably only gonna understand it when I watch a lore breakdown. Because that's what happened with Dark Souls 1.
This one in particular is pretty wacky.
Yeah, it took me, and like I still really don't fully understand. I think I'm gonna use this and try and repair some of my rings. I still don't fully understand the Dark Souls 1 lore. Ooh, maybe 2 of those actually. And I watched like a bunch of lore breakdowns on it. Or Elden Ring for that matter. Although yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Elden Ring's a bit easier to understand because stuff's a little more straightforward. Dark Souls lore is like I don't. It's very weird. Elden Ring lore is like, oh, it's Game of Thrones, but everyone has bigger swords.
It's funny because you can see the parts that the more you play Elden Ring, the more you can kind of see the parts that Martin wrote, and it's very much about like all the clashing, houses and demigods and all that, and then clearly the From Software part is stuff like the America becoming a god and breaking the cycle of death and absolutely fucking everything up.
Yeah. That's right. I also get like the lore mixed up. Because the problem is that in Elden Ring, there's all this stuff that it's like, well, it's technically a different thing, but it's just this from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
What's no? What?
I'm getting fucking up.
Hold on, there's a child in my room. What's up? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll be done with my stream in like 45 minutes. Sorry, there was a child in. What were you saying, Dylan?
Didn't really have anything else to add to that. Just all the games are sort of esoteric in their own way, but
yeah.
And interestingly enough, I kind of feel like when I played Bloodborne, I didn't have any idea what the fuck was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I sort of grasped at it, the more I kind of feel like that maybe that game has the simplest story out of all of these games.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in like a negative way, but I feel like the cause of what happens and like the outcome is probably the least like over millennia of years.
And is it the least convoluted as far as what is actually a positive outcome? Because that's one of the craziest things about Souls lore to me, is that it is almost impossible to determine what is a positive or a negative in the game world.
Yeah, no, it's still very much like I don't really know how this decision affects like the overall world.
Gotcha. Wait. Oh, right. It's here. I always reach the final boss and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
And that's doubly so for Bloodborne, because depending on certain things you do in the game, the final boss will be a different boss.
Oh, really?
you'll do a final boss, but there'll be an extra final boss if you make certain
okay.
choices and do certain things.
I want this. I want this. And I want probably one of those. I want this. Sure. And I remembered what this ring is. That the backpack guy. Maybe counterattack when damage is taken? Yeah, sure. We'll just do that. Okay. Actually, maybe I will use one of these. Just start this area. Start this area with full health. We have a chatter going hollow in real time. I see that. It doesn't help that a lot gets mistranslated in these games. I feel like that's consistent with the Miyazaki vision, though, isn't it? Because isn't that like sort of how the idea for the Dark Souls storytelling happened in the first place, where he like only had a like he didn't have enough of a grasp on English to completely understand the story in games he was playing, or something like that?
Yeah, it was books he was reading. He grew up with a lot of
oh jeez,
medieval, kind of like reading English medieval fantasy books, and he didn't have a good grasp on English, and just sort of like interpreted half of it. But yeah, I guess it does kind of make sense for a lot of what goes into these games.
Yeah. Let's try this again. That guy bow? Is he gonna attack? I don't think he is attacking. Okay, that's good. Or is that an NPC? Oh! This may be a good candidate for parry. Okay, where's the parry boy? Buckler. Is that it? Is it it's the buckler, right?
Yes.
Shouldn't it say buckler parry? Or is that just is that an Elden Ring thing?
That's an Elden Ring thing, I think.
Okay. I seem to remember there's another shield that always looks similar to the buckler to me, and I get them confused. I don't remember what that shield is, though. Alright, let's try this. Nope. Nope. Okay, well that kind of worked. I'm seeing another potential strategy here, which is just this. Oh, okay.
These guys are weak to blunt.
Oh, really? Oh, right. Blunt would make sense. So I could try the pancake strategy. Eat the sword with your face. Well played. Look. Look here, Graham. I have to try every potential strategy to see if it will work. This is Dark Souls 2 we're talking about. You never know if something like soaking up the damage and dying is actually the intended path forward.
He's got fully functional clown gear now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get the... Oh, that didn't work. I'm trying to get the parry time, like remember how the parry timing works. Yeah, the dragon guy who just watches is kind of interesting. So this
every Dragon Peak has the Cuck throne.
Yes. I don't even know if half these attacks are parryable, though. No, I'm pretty sure I got the timing right on that and it didn't parry. Maybe I'll abandon the parry idea. Because do you know for sure, Dylan, if this guy's attacks are parryable?
I actually have no idea. I don't think I've ever tried to parry these guys.
Yeah, I felt like I got that timing right, and it didn't. I'll try once more. Why not? I know I'm just wasting my health, but whatever. That timing was not correct. That wasn't correct either. I can't even see anything. King Shotgun Hobo is definitely going hollow in real time. Yeah.
So I have a funny story about this little area right here, and the staircase that you go up to fight this dude.
Yeah.
I was helping my friend beat this area because he was also having problems, and a player kept invading us. And he was the kind of invader who just runs away and stands by enemies and waits until you like pull them and stuff.
Jeez.
And so he kept doing it to these like big knight dudes and running all the way back up and all that kind of stuff. And we were just sort of like, all right, whatever, we'll let him have a taste of his own medicine if he wants to abuse these guys. So I had an item in this game called a seed of a giant tree, which makes it so the enemies do not care. Yeah, these dudes in particular are rude.
Oh, they're cool though. I like the armor. Anyway, you were saying.
So the seed of a giant tree makes it so enemies will attack invaders as well as like players. Like they'll attack anyone.
Oh, okay.
They won't see invaders as like non-hostile. So we chased the dude up these stairs, and he was like standing by all these like dragon guys and the knights, and I was like, watch this. And we popped it, and like 5 seconds later we just see the dude running down the stairs with like 8 dragon dudes chasing him.
That's amazing. Oh, he doesn't flinch, right? Okay, well actually standing close to him works really well though. Okay, and once again the bonk stick proves itself to be the MVP. Hi. Are you... Can I speak to you? Friend?
No, he just whips your ass if you try to enter certain areas.
So... Is under the stairs one of those areas? Well, he's okay with me being under the stairs. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with those messages. It's very strange. They attack if you try to skip the duels with big dudes. Oh, okay. Like going into that room of... I wonder if they'll... Will they still attack me if I go in here even though he's dead? Let's find out.
He's like, no, you must fight my dad.
Oh, Lord. What is... I don't know about this. Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, bonfire aesthetic, which I still haven't used. Okay, I think we're okay. Wow, there are a lot of them. Ah, okay. He has big hammer. That was a interesting hitbox. Oh! Ooh.
Right,
Unlocked.
trashed you.
Summoning a white phantom here is a very good idea. What do you want to do here is run away. I guess I could run away. I mean, they're not that bad to fight if I just time my rolls right and stuff.
Dragon dudes have a full-time job aura farming.
There we go. Trying to get him lynched at the fog gate.
Oh, I have to link this video to you afterwards of this, like, this Scottish guy absolutely raging at Dark Souls 2.
That sounds amazing.
So good.
Go. I like this kind of fight where it's like high risk, high reward. Like it only takes 2 hits to get him, but he can kill me in like 1 or 2 hits. Those are the kind of fights I really enjoy in these games. Glass cannon, yeah. Right, what do you got? You got an even bigger sword. Or is it? No, that's even bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big boy sword.
Oh, didn't quite get the roll in. That's a cool sword.
There was someone message rating your message like after you died.
Yeah, my roll is... I hesitate to do this, but are there any items I have that would give me better, what would it be in this case? Would it be agility? It'd be, yeah, whatever, make roll better. I guess well, the first thing would be taking the shield off, because I'm not using it, so why do I have it? I don't know if that really helps much. Let's see. There's so many items. Temperature, maybe I'm getting roll caught. Fired lots of different defense boosting things. Could apply magic.
There's just absolutely so many fucking consumables.
There's are. And I've used like none of them. Restore equipment durability. More damage. Okay. And then a bunch of souls. Okay, yeah, I don't think any of this is gonna help me. It's interesting, they have so many items, but I didn't see any that would affect, like, agility. Oh yeah, if the giants are killed enough to despawn, do the dragon guys aggro?
Probably not.
So I think we're gonna... Yeah, I think actually playing Ring Around the Rosie with him is a good approach, too. So, like, if I get behind there... Yeah, see, that worked pretty well. Ooh, missing him did not work very well, though. Ah! Have I played RoboCop? Yeah, it's really good. I know that the DLC just came out, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Like I said, I've still got a bunch of games. Like System Shock 2 needs to be finished before I move on to something else. Or I've been playing Conscript, and I'm determined to finish that game too, because you know I'm so bad at finishing games. So like I'm trying to, when I feel like I have the opportunity to force myself to actually finish something I'm playing, I try to take it.
I guess the DLC for RoboCop like is basically the raid with RoboCop.
Yeah. Which once again, they should just make a Judge Dredd game. They would be perfect for that. Conscript is good but overstays its welcome. I can kind of see that. I think I'm about 11 hours in now. And it's been really good, but I am starting to feel like it would be time to wrap it up at some point. Oh no! Because I went for the attack instead of waiting. Played System Shock 2 Remake, carried the basketball to the end of the game. Very nice. Yeah, that RoboCop game is so much fun.
Yeah. The way you can just like throw dudes out windows and stuff is just amazing.
That first level, the level of destruction you have that in the office is so good. It really ends up feeling like you're playing like a Fear successor.
Yeah, talk about studios that like went from making absolute trash to making like actually good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really amazing. When the Terminator game, when that was like coming out, it was like, oh great, the guys who did the terrible Rambo game are gonna ruin Terminator, and then it's like one of the best licensed games I've ever played.
Yeah, and honestly, like the RoboCop game, I like it even more than the Terminator game.
Yeah, I think I do also. It's a very similar formula, but it's been like tightened up. They like doubled down on the stuff that worked. But have you played RoboCop 2003? That I haven't played. I'm gonna try. I feel like I need a bit more speed, so I'm gonna try. Well, between these, which would be better, slash or thrust? In terms of damage. Does thrust do better damage against armor?
I think thrust does, yeah.
Okay.
Slash is usually the weakest against armor.
That would make sense. You both missed. Oh, come on!
The wide sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, both will be way less than Bonk. That's true. I was just feeling like speed might help, but maybe not actually, because he still roll caught me. Let me try a different approach with this. I have been using the pancaking attack, but maybe regular attack would actually be a better idea.
You could try that.
If I miss the first roll, it's not going to help. I mean, it went okay. Just guzzle this down. rapier is straight busted in this game. It is, and I may go back to using that, but the bonk damage output is really nice against... Okay, it's just those... Okay, there we go. So it is... There is enough... It is, like, fast enough that it seems like it feels a little easier to get out of the way, but the fact that it doesn't flinch him is... Like, the fact that nothing flinches him is really, a problem.
Yeah, you really have to dance around them.
Yeah. Oh, I think I did catch him with that, didn't I? That was a weird animation. Ooh!
Yeah, that was a shoulder-like punch.
Huh. If you bonk one of those little guys, the big guy will respect you and stop attacking. I don't believe that. I don't think that's actually going to happen.
Respect you. Yeah, respect you with this giant fucking sword.
Yeah. Shoot. Wow. I don't even know if it's possible to roll out of those two attacks in sequence with the stats that I have. Yeah. My message has been rated. Nice. There we go. There's him down. Running from a fight is totally fine, though. Yeah, I guess. But then I mean, they are slow. So... Hey! Hey! What's with that magic pixel of health? Yeah, actually, so just mashing, like, panic mashing roll is what ended up working. So I have to relearn panic rolling.
Panic roll. The solution to every problem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. Slightly too late. That was another one where I messed myself up by what did we get started with? Oh, thank you for the subscription. That was another one where I got messed up by the fact that the roll triggers on button release rather than on button press.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wonder if he'll damage this guy. Okay, there's him down. It's going towards the Chop Goblins 2 budget. Yeah. Summon a phantom for help. I could do that. That's true. That would be in the spirit of the game. Ow, yeah, when he gets me, that's so hard to get out of. I guess I'll try summoning a phantom. Might as well. Now, do I have to... How does summoning work in this game again? Do I have to be human, right?
Actually, I don't think you need to be in this one.
Okay.
You need... Wait, Do you have? You need to be human. Okay, you need to be human to see. You don't.
Okay.
Right. You need to be human to see the summoning signs, but you don't need to be human to be
Okay.
invaded.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Gotta be human to have friends. Words of wisdom. So now I should be able to just see them, right?
Yeah.
Problem is, do we have any?
Chop
Here?
Goblins in New York just sounds like Gremlins 2.
Yeah. Rachel and I rewatched Gremlins 1 last night to get her prepped for watching Gremlins 2. And I was thinking about how, you know, so obviously Chop Goblins is just Gremlins. But what we actually need is there needs to be a game where you play as a gremlin.
Oh,
Like-
amazing.
It could honestly, it could just be like Secret Agent Wizard Boy, but you're a gremlin.
Destroy all humans, but you're a gremlin.
Yeah, or destroy all humans. So I'm not seeing any summon signs. So it may, yeah, like a little bit like Overlord, except you'd be one of the little minion guys. Yeah, I don't think we have the option for summoning, unfortunately.
The other option would be putting on some agile armor.
That's true. That is a very good point. Missed. I don't know if I hit him or not. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'll put on some actual armor. I could also try... I don't know if I have the strength to one-hand the club, but I could try having a shield instead of rolling, because rolling is not effective against him, at least for my agility. Alright. So let's get rid of all these. And then... what do we want? We want... let's see, what's the... well, let's start with this. And I'm probably gonna, since rolling is not being very effective anyway, maybe I should try going for something heavy. Maybe this. And then these things don't need to be as heavy. They could be. Oh. Am I already at... okay, it's not too bad. Is that... no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Is that 40? It's their damage would be what? Slash? The hammer guy would be strike.
Yeah. The guys that you're having trouble with would be slash.
That is pretty good, I guess we'll... and then for these, it's honestly whatever. So I'll just take that, and I'll take these. Then I don't know. I guess guess we'll just try this. Well, it wasn't ineffective.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get two shot.
Yeah, just tanking the damage and trying to abuse their hitboxes. Try rolling away from that one. This other, and that wasn't enough. Okay, there we go.
All right, this is looking
Yeah.
a little less shabby.
Yeah. He's starting to believe.
Who would have knew? Armor makes a difference in these games.
Yeah, I mean, I've been just wearing the Jester stuff as a meme. Oh, that's a wide slash. There we go. Just having the armor on and not being afraid of getting hit by attacks is honestly what made the most difference.
Yeah.
Where'd the clown go? The Dragon Sentry, yeah. This is very... Oh, dear. Let's see what... Bravery required ahead. Equipment breakage. Uh-oh. Friend ahead, and then friend ahead. Try right. I don't think so. Was wondering if there was like an invisible thing or not. What is... Are you the guy I'm fighting? Does appear to be the case, yep.
Nothing a little pancake can't solve.
Yeah, oh, he rolled. Ooh. Oh, that was not an input I meant to have take. Gotta say, this guy's a little easier to manage with the whole pancaking thing. Ooh. Ooh, no! Oh, no! There we go. That was a fun fight. This is giving you a massive hankering for pancakes. Now you can safely attack the little guys. They drop good items. I don't know about that. I think I'm... Now what? Fine work. Weakness, pure luck. Can I talk with you? Nope. Oh. Got a big dragon. Wait a second. I've seen footage of this. This is an infamous fight, isn't it? The murk shifts and stirs. Yet another stands before us. And so be it. For the curse of life is the curse of want. And so you peer into the fog in hopes of answers. Okay, maybe not. I feel like there's a dragon fight that I've seen footage of from Dark Souls 2 that is really cursed. Okay, I got a thing. What that thing is, I'm not sure. Let's see. Would it'd probably be down in, is it this? No.
Well, you have a sublime bone dust. You might be able to level how powerful your drink is.
Oh, okay. Right. What did he give me?
It was an ashen heart thing.
No.
Someone said it's in key items.
Oh, right. So that would be... It also has so many different categories in here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Dive into the memories of... Oh, yay, message rating. And if I were playing this game on my own, I would have zero idea what to do with that. Maybe if I examine it.
I will be right back.
Okay. Manifestation of Ashen Mist, received from the Ancient Dragon. To delve into the memories of the Withered. Okay. You can do something new in places you've been now. That doesn't tell me a lot. You tried so hard to get me to aggro the little guys. Yes, I know. I noticed. I didn't... Do I really have to walk all the way? Did I miss a bonfire? Or do I have to walk all the way back to that bonfire? Sadness. Oh, doesn't bode well. Enemy. Where? Okay. Cool. Tight night stuff. And... Oh, another guy. Okay. Ah, dang it. Secret guy, yeah. Thank you, Chuma. Appreciate it. Well, I kind of want to know what's in there. But I like the Ashen Mist heart spoiled. So the problem is that I remember like nothing about the... That's... It's really funny how we were both just missing each other. Well, do you think I guess the question is, do I have any hope of understanding it on my own? Whoops, that was the wrong button. Okay. Okay, if I go to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, I can explore around and probably figure it out. Gotcha. Which I could do right now. I want to see what's in that area. See what happens if I just run past them. So wait, did I or did I not retrieve them? Would the, is the Ashen Heart something I can use on, like, the giants? Like, like, there's that one tree? Oh yeah, ad. Sorry about the ad. Oh, how did that not hit? How did that not hit him? Alright, one more try. Do one more try, and if I don't get it, then we'll move on. Oh, sorry. Looking at chatty and trying to play. It's always a recipe for disaster. Man, I don't even know how... Huh. I don't know how I could possibly do that. You can't dodge him fast enough. Yeah, wow, I don't know. Well, let's go back to Jester outfit. And let's go investigate the Forest of the Fallen Giants. Let's see, I think the first one is actually what we want. You got an ad for moving to Canada, and you live in Canada. Great ad placement.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hello. I died a few more times trying to explore an area and then decided just to go to here. Which actually, wait. No, this isn't the bonfire I want.
Did chat tell you what you're supposed to do?
They told me to explore the Forest of the Fallen Giants, and then I guessed at what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
Which I think was this way? These guys are despawned, right? This was a long time ago. Do those still shoot or? Literally might be a year. Yeah. Oh no. It may take me a sec to remember. Oh, this is too far, isn't it? I think this is too far. Actually. And that guy's still alive. I don't think this was the way either. Well, let me examine what's up here. Wait, was it down? Or back? Probably. No, I think it was. It was like closer to the beginning, wasn't it? Hello. Hey. There we go. Oh! The shield out. There. Throwing knife. Cool. Couldn't lock onto him for some reason. Right. Okay, yes, here we go. Wait, this isn't right either. Dang it, where is that place? I remember there's a giant tree. And there's like guys attacking it. And I just can't remember where it is. I know it's in this castle.
You were closer the first time, I think.
Was it was it down? Maybe this way? I know I came from this way at some point. Ah, right, that attack. Slurp. No items. Yeah, I remember coming in from this direction. think. Rough shortcut. Well, this just... I mean, this is just going to circle back around. Yeah, so this is just like... down below. Oh, maybe this way. Remember, there were skeletons here. And probably still are. Oh, hi. I think he's been chasing me this whole way. Maybe not. No, this... I don't think this is right either. No, this isn't right. Where is that?
We will scour this whole level for it.
Yeah, yeah. You're getting to see how bad I am at navigation in real time. Well, that's a lot of the Dark Souls streams, to be honest. Over here. And so... Oh, I haven't said what I'm looking for. I remember there's some point in here where there's like one of the tree giant things that's still a tree, and there's a bunch of guys attacking him. So that, yeah, this is where I fought the giant, the last giant or whatever his name was. No, we've reached stream end time, so I should... Gonna find... As soon as I find the giant and see whether or not that's what I need, then we'll wrap the stream up. Gonna feel... One was literally on screen at one point. Oh, jeez. Was it... I don't think it was this way, but I'll look. Sheesh. Okay, yeah, that just goes here. Oh, it's the Reverend Dev. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna feel silly how close I was. I don't remember you being there. You can just stay there. Wait, is it? The ladder. I feel like it should be this way. I just don't remember where. I can see the location in my head. Is it? Because that gate leads to the gankifying. That's something else. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here it is.
Everyone just crying a
Yeah.
cry of relief. And it says the Great Hollow.
not quite.
This is a very interesting part of this game.
One cannot reside within memory for long. Oh, Lord. It's timed. Whoa. Whoa, he's buff!
He's been working out.
Yeah, swole giant. And I'm dead. Alright, well that's gonna conclude the stream for today. Yet another thing they never did again. So I guess next time, and who knows when next time will be. Hopefully next week, but you never know. Next time we'll be fighting buff giants, apparently. So, thank you to everyone for coming and for Dylan for joining. And someday,
not see you next year.
Yeah, see you next year.
See you in a year. No.
All right, bye everybody.